Hey, what's going on? It's your boy. Back at you with another vid, man. I'm chilling out and I want to talk to y'all about something, man. I'm on my little break. I just want to, chop it up and make another video for you guys. And today I'm going to talk about the Lakers, and I want to talk about them needing a real center. Because as we can see, which a lot of people, probably not gonna like this video, probably gonna lose a few subscribers at this point. Who cares, right? But anyway, right? The problem with the Los Angeles Lakers, they need a real center in the paint. They need a center that can hold down the front, line, that can block shots, that can rebound on a night-to-night basis, because Anthony Davis, for some reason, and like I say this again, right? Anthony Davis is one of the best bigs in the NBA, but for some reason, he can't perform great on a night-to-night basis, and I think that's the problem with the Los Angeles Lakers in the paint, because if you have nothing in the paint, it's not going to work. And you have to be honest that the Los Angeles Lakers got lucky in this postseason, because let's just take it from the top. Okay, you played a Memphis Grizzlies team who was basically Ja Morant played with one hand. He was you can see him, that hand was throbbing when he hit the ground. He was in a lot of pain. They lost Brandon Clark for the season with an Achilles tear. They lost Steven Adams, the big man in the middle for the Grizz. So they ducked the bullet with that one. Then on top of that, you played a Golden State Warrior team who basically had nothing in the paint. So Anthony Davis feasted off a smaller lineup like Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, and JaMychal Green. That's no contest for Anthony Davis. But what do you know what happened? When you ran into arguably the best center in the NBA, you got swept, right? So what the Lakers need to do is don't let, and I know y'all think, Anthony Davis, he's 6'11", he's got a long wingspan. I know you automatically thinking to yourself like, well, what the hell is Big Dame talking about? But what I'm saying is, don't let his height fool you. He is not a center. He's a power forward. And I think that's what the Lakers need to move him. Move him to the power forward position and bring in a center that so that way it doesn't take a toll, because I think Anthony Davis playing at the 5, it's going to take a toll on him. He cannot handle playing at the 5. So why do the Lakers keep on playing this man at the 5 and he keeps getting hurt? I mean, I'm not a genius. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I think Ray Charles could see that. I think Stevie Wonder could see that. A man, any person with a brain can see that Anthony Davis just cannot handle playing the center spot. So why do you keep playing him at center? But I think you should bring him back. I think you should bring, I think Bron is coming back. But I think you should keep Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis ain't but 30 years old. He got plenty of game left. He's nowhere near washed or nothing. He's still in his prime. But if you put him at that power forward, he can do things that he likes. Use his strengths. He likes to shoot around the basket. He likes to shoot from the elbow. He creates a lot of contact. And with him creating contact, he can get to the free throw line on a regular basis. Then you put Bron at that, put him at the small forward. And then he can get matchups that he likes, because then he can start getting matched up with smaller forwards. So then that way, he get matchups that can work for Bron. And you gotta, and then now, but the thing is, right, what I think the Lakers should do, which I don't know if people are gonna agree with this, but I think they should go after DeAndre Ayton. I know y'all think I'm crazy for saying this, right? But I think y'all should go after, I think the Lakers should go after DeAndre Ayton, because DeAndre Ayton is an average center. I'm not saying he's not the best center, but he's respectable. And I think that's what the Lakers need. The Lakers need someone in that paint, because DeAndre Ayton can play defense. I just don't think, I think that he's not happy in Phoenix. So of course he's not going to play well when you're not happy. You're not going to play well when they traded half the whole team. So what I think they should do, go after DeAndre Ayton. Go after a center. Because look, Anthony Davis is not a center. He's a power forward. Do y'all understand that? And you know, I know y'all gonna say, well, you know, King, you know, they, you know, a lot. I see the YouTube videos, and I know it, you know, the King James this and King James that. You know, I know that's great, you know, for the algorithm. But let's just tell the truth. This Joker guy, this Denver Nuggets team, they're in their first NBA Finals this year, right? They're not going anywhere for a while. You need a center that can stop, or slow down Nikola Jokic. You have to build a team that can beat the Denver Nuggets. Because if you don't, you know, King James or not, you're going to go home again. And it might be worse next time, because you might be going home in the first round next year. So you need to get this center. You know, you talking about Kyrie Irving. Okay, and I know what y'all thinking, because y'all thinking, okay, well, they'll go get Kyrie Irving, but what are you going to have to give up? Kyrie Irving is not going to come for free. You know, you have depth now, right? But I think you should go after DeAndre Ayton. And I know y'all think, I know that he underachieved, but would you be happy playing in Phoenix, where the fans are treating him like a dog? He could come to LA with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. You don't think that'd be a great move for him? That's a great front line, ain't it? James doesn't have to do much. All he can do work on is handling the ball and scoring, right? So now you have Ayton, you have Davis, and you have James, right? That's a great front line. And now you can, and then what you can do is bring you know, kind of do like the Chicago Bulls did in 1995 to 1996 season. They signed James Edwards. They signed John Sally. They had Bill Whittington. They had Luke Longley. They had Rodman. They had 30 fouls, right? My bad. But they had, 36 fouls, right? On Shaquille O'Neal. And eventually it wore him down. That's what you need to do. You need to put fresh bodies on Jokic. Because at the end of the day, if, you know, you can say King James all you want, but at the end of the day, if you do not build a team that can beat the Denver Nuggets, you're gonna go home again. Or let's say, like, Anthony Davis playing that center position, he's gonna get hurt, right? His track record playing at center, it's not great, is it? I mean, a blind man can see this. A blind man can see this, that you have to slide him over to that power forward spot. If you do this and get somebody in the middle, maybe you don't get DeAndre Ayton, but bring in you need a solid center. I ain't talking about no pedestrian center. I ain't talking about no below average center. You need to bring in at least a C or better center that can come in and do work in the paint. And when you have somebody in the center, and I ain't talking about, you need to have at least I say, okay. let's say you got about at least 4 big men on your squad, right? 6. That's 24 fouls. So then you keep in a playoff situation, you have different bodies playing Jokic. That's what I'm telling you. That center spot, you need to solidify that center spot, because if you don't, the Lakers are going to go home again. They're going to go home again, and it's just like, I'm just trying to tell you, how many games has this man missed in 3 years? I think he's missed over 100. Anthony Davis has missed over 100 games. LeBron James, I know he's missed like 80 over the last 3 years, right? So you're going to keep playing them at the 4 and the 5 and it's not working? I mean, let me know in the comment section how you feel about this. But I think they need to bring in a center. They need a real center, because Anthony Davis is not a real center. You can't count on him playing at 5 because it's just too much. I ain't going to be on this long. I just throwing something out there that y'all to make y'all think about. That what this team really needs. I don't really think they need Kyrie Irving. I think they need a defensive point guard that can knock down threes. Because if you bring in a center, you have to have you got Austin Reeves, who's coming into his own, right? You get him signed square away. This guy's young. This guy got plenty of time. You bring him in there, right? You bring him in there. Hachimura, you bring him back. And I would, you know what I would do? I don't know. But I would bring D'Angelo Russell back. If you can get him on a more friendlier deal, why not? And then what he can do is get in the gym and work. I think D'Angelo Russell needs to put on a little bit more weight. Kind of like what Steph did. Because a lot of people, and early in his Steph career, I know this is a Laker video, but I'm just giving you a scenario, right? That Steph used to get picked on defense. So what he did was he bulked up. And I think that helped his game, because then he stopped getting hurt so much. Teams could not pick on Steph anymore. And that's what really elevated his game, because now he can go to the paint. When the jumper is not working, he can go to the paint, because some nights, if Steph 3 won't drop in, he won't score. But now he can kill you in a different amount of ways. And I think that's what D'Angelo Russell needs to do. He's only 27 years old. I wouldn't give up on him. I think he needs to get in the gym. And I'm going to keep telling you, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but the Lakers need to stop doing all this ring chasing and start going in the gym, putting in work. How you think Giannis was a skinny kid when he came into the NBA? Look at him now. And look what happened to him. He put in the work. You have to put in the work. But just going out here getting all these free agents, what good is that going to do you? It's not going to do you any good. If you go after Kyrie Irving, okay, which is fair, okay, he's one of the better point guards in the NBA, right? But at the end of the day, if you have nothing in the paint, you're still not going to get anywhere. Because they tried Anthony Davis at center for 3 years. Is it working? When they had Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee at that 5 spot, they won it all, didn't they? When they played, I followed the Lakers that season. When they played Bron Moore at that small forward point guard position, because most of the time he's handling the rock anyway. He's finding people anyway. So why not use Bron's passing to your advantage? But I'm just trying to tell you, Anthony Davis is not a center in the NBA. I mean, he could play kind of like Draymond Green. Draymond Green can play center, like in spells of games, but he can't be your full-time center. Anthony Davis cannot, be a full-time center. I know y'all thinking like, Damian crazy for saying this, right? Dame is crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm just telling you that don't let that hype fool you. that he is not a center. Just like you look at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan wasn't a center, he was a power forward. And when they put Tim Duncan at power forward, I mean, how many rings did Tim Duncan got? He got 5. And be honest with you, if Ray Allen misses that 3-point shot, if Chris Bosh don't get that rebound and don't kick it out to Ray Allen, Tim Duncan has a perfect record like Jordan in the NBA Finals. So I'm gonna close on this. Why keep playing this man, Anthony Davis, at the center? This is not no hate on Anthony Davis, because I like Anthony Davis. He's a good guy, but I just think that his body can't take it. That's like you noticed when he was in New Orleans, right? In 2018, right? He had the best year of his career when Boogie Cousins was playing that center spot, right? Huh? So why you gonna keep playing him at center? That's like the old barbershop rule. You work with the grain, not against the grain, right? Why keep put him in a situation that he likes? If he likes shooting that jumper from the elbow, if he likes shooting that 15-footer, if he likes doing those type of things, why not play him in that position? Just like Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin Durant is 6'11". But you're not gonna play Kevin Durant at center. He's a small forward. I know he has the height to be a center or power forward, but that's not his game. Anthony Davis' game is not physicality. His game is jump shooting, more of a finesse type game. So that's what I think the Lakers need to do. They need to go in the offseason and bring in a starting center. And I know y'all gonna think I'm crazy for making this video, right? But at the end of the day, guys, I'm telling you, if the Lakers do not get a starting center next season, they're gonna go home again. Because you have to build a team equipped to beat the Denver Nuggets. They're not going anywhere. Jamal Murray is what, 26, 27? Nikola Jokic is 28 years old. He's in the prime of his career right now. He's at the height right now. They got Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Bruce Brown. This team is not going anywhere. So the Lakers have to build a team that can beat the Denver Nuggets. And what's going to beat the Denver Nuggets, you have to have big men. And they ain't talking about 1 or 2. You need about 2, like the Chicago Bulls, when they had 4 or 5 guys that could put a fresh body on when they had to put fresh body on Shaquille O'Neal. And they won that series because Shaquille O'Neal was tired because he had all these different guys, right? But that's all I got to say. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Tell me how you feel. How do you feel about the Lakers bringing in another center? Because they have to bring in a starting center. Because I just don't think Anthony Davis is a starting center in the NBA. That's no disrespect. But if you look at his track record, he's just going to get hurt again, and the Lakers going to be in bigger trouble. Tell me what y'all think. I'm out.